Welcome back, guys. It's Colin with the Sun Pirates TCG, and I have my dear friend Kareem here.
Hello.
Who drove me to this event and stomped me.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, round 3 was cool though.
So what did you do today, Kareem?
I went and did the Gundam so yeah, I came and played, and I went 5-0 by accident, so that was cool.
No, it's no accident. No,
Yeah.
there are no accidents.
It's cause he's the GOAT.
No.
According to Master,
My GOAT Kareem.
That's our master of One Piece over there who keeps getting top 16s out of nowhere.
Look, man, I want to get higher than that. But
Dude, you're crushing. Like, I would love that consistency. But yeah, no, I'm getting into Gundam. I'm a One Piece player. For anyone who's in your audience, like Trevor, I'm sorry, I do play Nami still. Beyond that, yeah, cool. I'm probably gonna ship a lot of it to go play Gundam because I like the franchise better. Don't tell Bandai. But yeah, so yeah, I ended up winning. I don't know. What do you want to do? Is it a deck or I don't know?
I guess it is a deck profile.
It is a deck profile.
First show off your awesome deck
Yeah,
box.
so I did. I love Xeon stuff, obviously the shirt, and then I was like, cool, let's do like a full deck box that's just a Zaku, and I was like, great. And that kind of played into what I was playing today. I say as I immediately break all my cards. But yeah, I ended up doing 5-0 with green-blue, which I guess a lot of people are like weird on because like Eagle X talks about the meta game of Beta Box, and he's pretty smart. Like he's just a smart guy. But he talks about like blue-white being the thing. I expected all of blue-white. I think I played 4 blue-whites and 1 green-blue homie. Shout out to the homie Joey right over here. I'm gonna fist bump him off camera. Don't look at there. The only other true-blooded Xeon man in the store. But yeah, do you want me to break down the deck? Is that
Yeah, go
okay.
for it.
So deck's pretty simple. It's beta meta, so there's like not a ton to go into like in-depth talking. Your best one cost in the game is the Zaku 2. It breaks bases really easily. It's a one-drop that trades very profitably. I can speak ad nauseum at it. My deck box is a Zaku 2. Zaku 2 is the best mobile suit of all time. Fight me in the comments, I dare you. Zaku 2 is the nuts. A lot of people play Zaku 1s because just 1 damage can break a shield. I was finding not a lot of success in testing with Zaku 1s. They just didn't have a lot of impact. It was nice when I was going first, but then so often in this game I want to be able to like go second, drop 2. And I had 1 game today where I went second and I was able to play 2 Zakus on my first turn, and it kind of just entirely took the game away from my opponent, which is just crazy. It's insane value, getting a 3-2 for 1, so there's that. Yep. Next up is Rickus Damas. I took a lot of inspiration with building the deck off of people that I play One Piece with. A lot of my One Piece friends are like tournament players, and they tend to play a lot of 3-ofs and 1-ofs, so I was like, I'll try with Beta Box. That can't be that stupid, right? Apparently not that stupid, so that's good. Rick Dom's great. It's a 3-3 for 2 on level 3, and it's got Breach 2. 90% of the time, this just trades, so the whole point is to trigger that Breach and kind of punish your opponent for trying to aggro you back. And it has Breach, which will come in later because we like good pilots that work with Breach in beta. We have 3 of the Goof. This card is truly only here if I'm going first. It's level 3 for 3. It plays a 1/1 rested Zaku token that looks like that. It's a super cool one. Again, the whole point of the deck is just to tilt aggression, put your foot on the pedal, and just keep going. 2 bodies in this game right now is really, really good. My philosophy is A, I love Rumble Raw, and that's his mech, so I'm going to run it. And B, if Jinbei is good enough to be banned in One Piece, then why is this allowed to be in this game? So I was like, yeah, that makes sense in my brain. It turns out it's pretty good.
Just 2 bodies for 1 card is just so like,
it's oppressive. It's every Bandai game. It feels like when they print a card that's like, yeah, play 9-drop Sanji, and then also play this other thing you had. Seems really good. So like right now, this is like the beginnings of being able to play it. Later on, we get full frontal. So then you can be like full frontal, play a level 4, play a 1-drop, and you get 3 units, and like that seems pretty good. So I've been playing a lot. Overall, the other cool thing too is like he is a linkable. I'm not running Rumble Raw on my list, but I've debated going back and forth on it. So time may tell once the set comes out. We're like a little over 3 weeks away, right? Cool. Yeah, cool.
give or take as of recording this.
Then we go into our mid-range option, which is the Shenlong Gundam. Shenlong Gundam is a Breach 3, again, big trader. Has Shang Wufei, who's like the hero of Gundam Wing. Don't at me, Hero Yui sucks. Hashtag we all hate Hero Yui. It's a really long hashtag, but we all love it. The big thing with this one is that it's Breach 3, so if you have a really slow start, you can kind of play catch-up on popping their EX base, and a lot of your Breach 2 synergizes with this as well, so it just helps you keep momentum and trading on. More games, often than not, I try to focus on clearing board while still gaining value off of the Breach. I see a lot of people online like to swing their breaches right at their shields, and it's like, it's good in that sense, but especially if you have the option to clear their board, then you kind of reduce their interactivity with you, and you just solidify your board state. The moment I feel like you lose board in a green-blue deck right now, you kind of just lose the game, so easy does it. How not to lose the game, Volume 2. 4-wing Gundams. If you're playing green, you play 4-wing Gundams. I don't know who told you not to play 4-wing Gundams. This card is broken. It's a 7/7 with Euro Yui that has Breach 5. There's no base bigger than 5 right now. It's insane. At worst, this is a 2 for 1. At best, it's usually like a 3, 4, or 5 for 1. Like, people are afraid of this card, and it's great. So if you're playing green, play it. Why not? Now we get into kind of like the tech choices for me for like non-Xeon, non-green aggression cards. I'm going to show both of these because they're kind of in the deck for the same reason. Gundam's in here simply because I'm already running Amuro Ray. We'll talk about why that's good in a second. But Gun Cannon is inarguably the best mid-range option we have in beta. The 2-3 stat line is a little like undervalued. It doesn't have enough attack power, a lot of people say, but if you pair it with literally any pilot, it becomes a 4/4 in most instances.
Yeah.
Repair 1 is crazy, and the fact that it taps a 2 or less just deals with demi-trainers and all those, like, Strike Dagger, other 2/2s, other things you want to deal with. So again, profitable trading, it's just kind of insane. It also pairs with any white base for Link, so it can often be a sneaky way to final out. My final match for today, I had to go into 3 different blockers, and I had this and a Amuro Ray in hand to not only tap my opponent's last blocker, but also swing for game. So just criminally underrated card, and people who aren't running 4 of, I hope you win. I don't know how you're doing it. You're probably smarter than me. I don't know. Then we have 3 Gundams. The reason why I like the Gundam, a lot of people are cutting it out of lists. Repair 2, again, profitable trading. We like that. Yay, economics. But the other big thing with it that's kind of weird is that on its pair, it gives your entire board +1. Since we're running so many characters that are either 3 or lower in our early game, like 2/3s, 3/3s, 1/2s that become a 3/2, since we're running so many low ends, this helps bridge the gap between that 3 damage and 4 damage. A lot of
White is a huge breakpoint.
Yeah, white decks and blue decks that have all the blockers, all their best blockers have 4 health. So this just helps you with any pilot to get value out of the rest of your board. And it kind of puts your opponent in a weird situation if they don't have a way to tap it or interact with it. You can almost leave it as a totem until you really need to like forcibly trade or push the agenda. So
right.
I've been really liking it. Maybe it's not the best, but right now it worked. So hey, you know, we get. Next we're going to talk about utility, I guess. Again, we're kind of in that same vein. I'm running 3 gun tank and I'm running 3 thoroughly damaged. The reason being is that thoroughly damaged deals 1 damage, and it pairs with all of our white base for our gun cannons. The gun cannon is any white base trait, so he slaps right in there and he gives it link, which gives it rush, which gives it haste, which gives it whatever PC word Bandai's allowing me to say. Super good, and people don't always expect that you're going to be able to deal 1 extra damage. We talked about breakpoints. 4 is really good.
Right.
If I deal 3 damage and don't have a Gundam out, I can throw this in. It also doesn't feel bad to just throw in the Gundam for the AP boost, because at that least it's any pilot, so we're good. So it facilitates that. Gun tanks are mostly here for the same reason. The big thing with gun tanks is I wanted to do 3 and 3 simply because I knew I might run into another crazy person that was on blue-green, and gun tanks tend to be really good into blue-green because a lot of things have 1 health in there, or a lot of things are like 1/2s, and they tend to just be sticky traders. So a gun tank typically can 2 for 1 against other aggro decks, and just tends to be more useful than not. We're playing a mid-range aggro deck if you're a Magic the Gathering fan, so you need to be able to reload. Our big command card is Show of Resolve, so we're only running 2 command cards. We're running Thoroughly Damaged, and we're running Show of Resolve. Show of Resolve literally just says reload, draw 2 cards. I usually don't play it until I'm completely out of options, because the tempo death of spending 3 not on a body is like completely against our game plan. But late game, when you get deep in the pocket against blue-white, you need this. If you can chain them, even better. They're super good. We're running 3 Shang Wufeis. Insane pilot.
This guy's so good.
Yeah, he's so good. He's like one of the best pilots in the game right now. The only reason he's not a 4 of is because I'm running the other reason to play green, which we'll talk about in a second. Shang Wufei is amazing. He pairs with our Rick Dom, he pairs with our Shenlong, he pairs with our Gundam Wing, and even with him and Gundam Wing, you now make your Gundam Wing a 6/6 that can't die to freeze, so you can just start farming blockers, and it's pretty good. Our next pilot is EX base. Ooh. I'll take it. I'm gonna eat my EX base. Ooh, in sleeves. Yeah, we got prizing. Woo! Our next pilot is Hiro Yui. I hate this card. I want
It only interacts with Wing, so.
Yeah, it only interacts with Wing. I hate that I have to run it. I'm not a Gundam Wing guy. I'm a Zeon guy. Zeon's not in Gundam Wing, but there's truly nothing in beta as backbreaking ever as being able to play this combo on curve. It turns it into a 7/7, and the 7/7 is oppressive. And with Link, it just makes it so freaking good. There are many games today that I went through, and I just paired the 2-1s. They were really good. Our next pilot's Amuro. Pretty self-explanatory. Pairs with Gundam, pairs with any unit, can rest a 5 or less HP when paired, doesn't need a link condition. He's just absolutely insane for dealing with blockers, and when your opponent doesn't want to swing at you, you can force their characters down and keep swinging at them. I'm only on 6 bases. I'm on 2 Flamel. I love it because it makes a 3-1, so the aggression's good. I hate seeing it in life because then you don't get the 3-1.
Right.
But overall, 0-5 bases, they're good. And then we, of course, are running 4 of the best base in beta. White base might be the best base in the game moving forward. I just think it's a really good card. Being able to make tokens, if your opponent doesn't deal with this immediately, the amount of value that you get out of it is just game winning every single time. So, yeah. But that's my deck list, and that's where we went.
Awesome, and now show off your...
Oh, right, the prizes. So we got an EX base for what we got. We got a set of sleeves, so this is like another set of sleeves for me, which is awesome. And then we also got for entry a EX Relina resource, which is super awesome. And this is all at Gamers Empyrean. So
shout out to Gamers Empyrean.
yeah, they're super cool. The owner is super cool. Everyone I've met today has been really awesome. Most people, if they're not into Gundam, they're like excited to just get to play and like play with their beta stuff. So it was really cool. I had fun with it. So yeah.
All right, and then I guess last but not least, if you want to plug in your channel real quick, since you're also...
Oh, sure, yeah. My channel, I'm Kareem Zymir on literally everything. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Discord. You can add me on Discord. I don't know that I'll accept your friend request, but I'm there. I mostly do One Piece stuff, and I'm going to be making my YouTube channel will be all about Gundam. So if you like Gundam and you want to see like live play stuff, I'm going to try to just do raw footage, so we'll try that.
You'll probably be seeing this man's handsome face on the channel some more, so...
I'm trying. I'll try
remember
really
it.
hard. Hi.
All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to subscribe. See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.